Good morning, my fellow yoga travelers. Mighty glad to be alive today, and I hope that you are too, as we continue to live, laugh, love, learn, linger, and live the life we love. It's Wednesday, so it's my bad joke day. You know, we tell a lot of jokes about marital difficulties and in-laws and mothers and sexuality and pee-pee caca joke, whatever. This is another one of the dark humor of being married a long time. This guy goes to his rabbi and he says, "Listen, Rabbi, I think my wife is trying to poison me." "What are you talking about?" "No, I'm telling you, I'm not paranoid." "Well, listen, you seem really agitated about it. I'll go talk to your wife and I'll let you know what's what." The rabbi goes, talks to his wife for a couple hours, comes back to the guy and says, "So, Rabbi, what do you think?" He said, "Take the poison." Okay, can I get a rim shot for that one? All right, the word for the day is hero or heroine. What does it mean? It means the part of yourself that goes on any kind of quest for meaning. And there's different kinds of quests. It doesn't have to be the ones that we see in the mythology tales or the fairy tales. Your own personal quest can be going off to college or going to visit a foreign country or going to therapy to search for your identity or deal with trauma, whatever. Anyway, you got to leave what you know. You got to face some kind of inner trial, and then you need to come back and reincorporate into your society with what you've learned along the way. So think about it, elevate the conversation with the people who you're around, or let me know, and I'll be glad to share with you what's going on in my life. All right. Now, even though this is one of the paradoxes I've studied in the Iyengar yoga tradition, they want you to have a constant renewal of effort, which would seem like, you're not satisfied. It's a perpetual striving for improvement. That's everything contrary to the idea of being content with what you've attained. So how do you do that? Well, basically, it's in the class, you go for it, you leave it all on the floor, but at the end of the class, you did your best and you're content with whatever happened in that experience. That's the way I try to deal with it. And of course, one thing that helps you stay the course is having an ongoing relationship with someone who's already made the journey. I cannot stress enough the importance at some point in your life to have a teacher or a mentor or a coach or someone who leads the way in having more experience in whatever field you're interested in. This is the most simple and direct way of learning, through proximity and then your own personal investigation. And at first, it seems that taking delight in the practice is an attitude you adopt, something you put on, because there's a lot of times you don't feel like practicing, it's not coming well. But after a while, you realize how important it is to put in your time on whatever it is that your own passion leads you to. And of course, life isn't about using art to make a detour around the stuff that you find difficult to deal with it, but it is about finding the images in which your heart first opened. That will serve you for so many years in so many different ways. And of course, another archetypal energy that my male mentors remind me of is to keep the trickster alive. The trickster is the part of you that sees through grandiosity, sees through pomposity, sees through the wrong use of your authority and power, like when you abuse people because of the position you're in. And that means in some way that person has lost their contact with what I call the king, the center of the psyche. In fact, the king represents that part of you which lives in just order, and it offers calm and blessing amidst life's tempestuous and calamitous chaos. You want to deal with the chaotic energies? Find your inner king or your inner queen, the center of yourself. Now, I'm talking as if we're always living in more than one world. The world of flesh and blood, the world of what they call reality. But as you know, the dream world is another kind of reality, and we spend quite a bit of time in the sleep world and think that there's something in that world that must be real as well. And yet from the Indian point of view, both the waking state and the dream state are both illusory. Nonetheless, we are vibratory amphibians. We do live more than one realm, comfortably in more than one realm. And you can call it the psychological realm, the archetypal realm, the astral realm. But let's face it, we are electrical potentials. So we all have telepathic abilities. We all have spidey feelings. And if you don't cop to it, you broadcast it telepathically. So it's important to be aware what your vibrations are and how you perceive other people's energy fields. And if you do that, you'll understand really what karma is about, how to put out the best one that you got. For those of you who don't understand what karma is, really simple. It's like taking a full swing at a golf ball in the bathroom. You know it's going to get you, so don't do that. And I hope that if in any way you can't get away on retreat, you can't go somewhere for a week or a month or 6 years or take a year off, people go into solitude in order not to agitate their mind or close their heart. If you can do it while you're home, if you can create a little altar and have some silent time, or walking out in nature will do that, that'll calm your mind and open your heart. So do it, and do it consistently. Neglect other things, but don't neglect this. And that's how you learn how to make your dominant intent what you want to see. Neuroscience reminds you that your brain is wired to find that stuff if you look for it. It's also wired through the amygdala to find the bad stuff if you're looking for that. So what are you looking for? Prime the pump to look for the good. And then if you do, as I hope that you will find, and you don't need ayahuasca or chemicals to do this, but in the expansive state, all your cells are smiling, you're unafraid, you're open, and you're connected to everything and everyone around you. I wish that to you. Have a great day.